And took a short vacation to a small, quaint Greek coastal village. Unable to sleep, one night he walked to the pier. Just then a small boat with a fisherman had docked, and inside the boat were several large tuna. "How long did it take you to catch them?" the businessman asked. "Oh, only a little while," the fisherman replied. "Well, why don't you stay out longer and catch more fish?" he asked. "I have enough to support my family and give a few to friends," the fisherman said as he unloaded them into a basket. "But what do you do with the rest of your time?" The fisherman looked up and smiled. "Well, I sleep late, I fish a little, I play with my children, I take a nap with my wife, and we stroll into the village where I sip wine and play guitar with some of my friends." The businessman laughed. "Sir, I have an MBA, and I can help you. You should fish more, and with the proceeds, buy a bigger boat. In no time, you could have several boats. With the increased haul, eventually, you would have a fleet of fishing boats. Then instead of selling your catch to the middlemen, you could sell directly to consumers. You could control the product processing and distribution. You could then leave this small village and move into the financial district of the city to run your expanding empire." The fisherman asked, "But sir, how long will all this take?" 15 to 20 years, maybe 25 tops," said the businessman. "Well, but then what?" asked the fisherman. The businessman laughed and said, "Oh, that's the best part. When the time is right, you would announce your IPO and sell your company stock to the public and become very rich. You would make millions." "Millions? Okay. Well, then what?" asked the fisherman. The businessman replied, "Well, then you could retire and move to a quaint coastal village, and you could sleep late, you could fish a little, play with your kids, take a nap with your wife, and stroll to the village in the evenings where you could sip wine and play guitar with your friends." Oh, wait. You see, this is just a quick reminder this morning to remember to assess why you're doing what you're doing. There's two suggestions that I have for you here to consider. Number one, decide how you want to live. Then figure out what it will take to live that way in time and money. Once you do the math, you'll probably realize it requires a lot less money than you thought, but a lot more time freedom than you're currently building towards right now. Number two, concentrate more on the journey rather than the destination. This is also called focusing on intrinsic motivation versus extrinsic rewards. I can tell you firsthand, the more I orient my life around doing more of what I love, less of what I tolerate, and none of what I hate, the more joyful life becomes every day. And the cosmic twist to it all is by focusing on intrinsic motivation and enjoying the journey along the way, the more extrinsic rewards I also receive. And hey, they're really just the bonus.
Hi there, Britt, community leader for the Darren Hardy A-Team here. I'm sure you've heard Darren mention his private business mastermind, the High Performance Forum, several times now. Well, have you looked into it yet?